Today I'm going to give you the 10 easiest max tiers in Brawl Stars right now. There have been new balance changes, so pay attention, subscribe, and let's get started. The first brawler I am going to talk about is Stu. He is very good because he can move through the map quickly and is very aggressive. You will not get countered easily, but you will counter almost all brawlers that are currently being played. I will start with the basics. This is the build you want to use. I am going to give you 2 pro mechanics that you need to learn if you want to push Stu. When your ally have the ball in Brawl Ball, you can break a wall with your breakthrough gadget and your teammate will be able to score an unstoppable goal. The next mechanic is, when you have your super, you can shoot before activating it, and your attack will hit your enemy right after you used your super. Using this technique, you can recharge your super without needing to hit an opponent after your first super, and it allows you to cycle it with more ease. The next brawler is Gus. Gus is a very good long-range brawler at the moment. You can play aggressively with him and you are better than almost all other long-range brawlers. I'm going to explain a few pro mechanics to you again, so pay attention. With the gadget Cookie Popper, when your spirit bar is full, which means the next hit will drop a spirit, wait for an enemy with not much health, and when you hit them, activate the gadget instantly. The enemy can't dodge the spirit, and it's a free kill. The next tip is, don't use the Cookie Popper gadget every time you drop a spirit. Wait for the right moment so the gadget can help you finish an enemy. Remember, the spirit is also really powerful for its healing ability. It's much more useful to get 3,200 horsepower thanks to a spirit than dealing 2,240 damage to an enemy that will hide and heal right after. This tip is for Brawl Ball. When you or your teammate are close from the enemy goal, you can use your shield on yourself to have extra HP and go directly into the goal to score. Let's move on to the next brawler. El Primo you probably didn't expect, but I've been playing him more and more and I realize how good he really is. This is the build. I recommend, if you're going to push him furthermore, you can play him in quite a few game modes, as long as the maps are close range. For me, he's best in Brawl Ball, so I'll give you 2 pro mechanics that you should know and use. In Brawl Ball, throw the ball forward next to enemy walls and use your super to land on it. With the knocking back effect and the speed boost, you can score really easily. Also, in Brawl Ball, when you're close to the enemy goal, you can shoot the ball to score even if there's an enemy between the ball and the goal, because you can use the gadget to flip them and prevent them from catching the ball. You can also use it in defense when an enemy is about to score. Use the gadget to get the ball back and throw it away. So definitely use these tips. Let's move on to the next brawler. The next brawler is Otis. In my opinion, the most underrated brawler in the game. First off, this is the build I recommend if you're going to push it. Other than that, I'm going to give you some tips. Otis deals huge damage at close range. Use this strength and wait for enemies to come close to you, even tanks if you have your super. You will destroy them in just 2 or 3 attacks and cycle your super. When you're facing an assassin with huge damage at close range, you should keep your super for when he will jump bod dash on you or on your allies, because it can be dangerous to not have it against Edgar, for instance. If you shoot ink really close from a wall, you can actually get 1 or 2 ink drops that will touch enemies behind the wall. You need to aim really precisely, but it can be useful to finish enemies thinking that they're safe. The next brawler is Shelly. A lot of you probably know that she is very easy to push. Still, I will tell you a quick story about her if you already have her high skip to the next brawler. If Shelly is close enough to the goal, she can use her super to break walls and immediately shoot the ball. With this technique, the opponent cannot avoid the goal. With Shelly's super, you can cancel your opponent's super. It is an effective way to disrupt an enemy's super and prevent them from being used effectively. When hitting a super at very close range, the super will recharge with 2 more attacks. It is very powerful against tanks because Shelly can use several supers in a row. Cordelius is one of the best brawlers in Showdown. This is due to his build. He can attack and escape well. You need this if you want to push a brawler high. If a brawler is about to kill you with his super, for instance Dynamite's super, throw your super on the closest enemy to avoid it. Switching between the 2 worlds enables to avoid many shoots, but remember, it also works for the targeted enemy. If an enemy with the ball is about to score and you're way too far away to catch the ball, use the super on them before they shoot the ball, because they won't be able to do it in U-World. As you all know, Serge is also a very good brawler. Here are some mechanics you should know. You can use your super to attack enemies that are hiding behind walls. You can also use it to dodge your enemies' deadly shots. When you use your super to attack, you can push back your opponents, allowing you to inflict significant damage before they have a chance to counterattack. Kit is a no-skill brawler, so it is also very easy to push high. Here are some tips. Use your super to jump on an isolated enemy brawler. Your teammates will have an easy kill. Don't forget, you are vulnerable while you are on an enemy. If you jump on a friendly tank or assassin with a lot of HP, you can erase their weakness, as you will be able to shot like a thrower, and become a nightmare for your enemy. You will be almost unkillable as you heal your ally, and you can still use the cheeseburger gadget. Bull is also very underrated in Brawl Stars. He does the most damage up close of all brawlers. This means that you can make a lot of kills up close on close range maps. Because of the gadget update, he can now also use the gadget very often, and because of this, he is already very good. Number 1 on this list is Buzz. Buzz is just extremely good in almost every area. When your super is charging by itself, it means an enemy is in your charging area. You can know if bushes are full of enemies or not, without seeing them. When you have your super and you're close from the enemy goal with the ball, you can shoot forward, use your super against a wall in the direction of the ball, and activate the gadget reserve buoy instantly. You will have another super to score more easily. You can also activate your gadget when having the ball to shoot with a super. When using the hypercharge, use your supers always against a wall to get another one instantly and get closer to the enemies. You will be able to cross the whole map within seconds and attack any opponent you want. If you have your hypercharge but you don't have your super, you can use the reserve buoy gadget, then use the hypercharge, and then you can use your super into a wall in order to get back a super that has a stun.